Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Elizabeth Wambua, and for those of you who are new here, karibuni, welcome so much. For the returning subscribers, thank you so much. On this channel, let me introduce it again because for the new people here, we talk about motivation, how to work smart, not just hard, parenting, and budgeting tips. So guys, I know times are tough, the economy is super tough, and it is tough everywhere and for each and every one of us. And if you are out there, you are working somewhere, you are earning a little salary, or you have a small business that is not giving you the amount of money maybe you think you are stable in, you are just struggling there out there, I can see you, and I'm here today for you. This video is for you. So kindly sit down with your notebook, your pen, and listen from the beginning to the end, because today's video we are going to learn many ways of surviving on a little salary, or maybe it is a small business. The amount you are earning there, as I have said, maybe it is very less, and you need to survive on that because it is what you have at that moment. So on today's video, we are going to talk about 10 smart ways of surviving on a little or small salary. So guys, stick around, and you'll forgive me because my light is not doing well. I don't know the problem with it. I have charged it and I don't know why it is behaving the way it is behaving. So forgive me because I know the light is not good. But just listen to the message, get what I'm going to talk about. Don't get about the appearance. So let's dive into our today's video right away. So we want to begin with our first tip, and I want us to go first before this light goes off. So it is better you listen carefully, and write what you are able to write. So the first tip is budget like a boss, budget like a pro. Whenever you get your money, maybe at the end of the month, let's say you are getting around 10,000. 10,000, you know very well, I get a salary of 10,000. Sit down with your pen, write down the things that you need to prioritize. First, you need to prioritize rent, food, maybe school fees if you are a parent, and again transport, because the place you are working, maybe you are using a matatu, you need a transport. So you need first, as fast as possible, whenever you get that money, first buy food. You can never survive without food. Pay rent, pay school fees, then keep a small amount of money for transport. You know the amount you are supposed to use in a month or in a week, keep it aside. Then again, on that money, take another amount of money. It is, even if it is 100 shillings, 50 shillings, save that money. Don't use everything at once. Don't. Kindly spare some amount of money, keep aside, save for that, for maybe for an emergency, or for the other needs that might come later. You know, the unexpected needs, the ones we talked about in another video. So this one will help you track your amount of money, the money you are spending. You know, personally will know I use this amount for food, this amount for rent, this amount for transport, this amount for school fees. I understand most of the schools we pay in terms of like installments. You don't have to pay all the amount at once, you know. One term, as I think three months. In these 3 months, you know how you will take this month. First month I will pay this amount of money, second month, third month. You know how to arrange yourself. Unajua kujipanga. So this one will help you not maybe overspend or misuse your money. Another tip, cut off unnecessary expenses. Honestly guys, there are some things that we can live without, and you know them. There are some things we just buy for pleasure. You know, you just want to feel good. I understand that sometimes we do say this body, these hands are the ones which get to find this money. These hands, these legs, and whatever your body is the one that works for that money, and you need to enjoy that money. Yes, as much as you enjoy, kindly cut off some things that are not necessary, you know. And then unnecessary things, you know them. Maybe the necessary things for me, they are necessary for you, and the necessary for you, they are necessary for me, and vice versa. That is what I mean. So cut off them so that you are able to save something, and also to prioritize the important things, not to miss the important things just because maybe you just went somewhere and sit down, said that I need to eat first. before I start doing anything else, I need to take something. I need to eat this money first. I want to enjoy. I want to go on a vacation, and you are earning 10,000. Surely, is it that? Is it making sense? It is never making sense. So, guys, cut off those unnecessary things you are doing, which are not important, which you can do without. Buying food in bulk is the other thing. You can decide to buy food in bulk or in open markets, you know. For example, here in Nairobi, you can go to Gikomba, Mudhurwa, Kamukunja, I don't know, Eastleigh, I think so. Those places, foods there are cheap. Cheap stuffs are there. Buying like rice, unga, uh, what else, sugar, buying it in bulk, it saves you money because you don't have to buy like each and every day, you know. Buying it in bulk and comparing it by buying like each day and every day, you need to buy a packet of unga, a packet of rice, a packet of sugar, you know. When you buy like, maybe you go for shopping, you want to budget for your house, you know how much food you use in a month, how much unga you can use, how much rice, how much whatever, sugar. So when you are budgeting, sometimes that's why I'm saying it is important you write them down. Maybe you know in a month I use 5 kgs of unga, 5 kgs of rice, 5 kgs of sugar. Just go and buy them in bulk. Put them in the house. You know, these things cannot expire within a month. That way you'll have saved some money. You will not have to go each and every day at the supermarket, at the shop, and buy unga, buy some rice. You know, that way you will save yourself from stress of lacking food, or sometimes it is the 10 and you don't have something to eat in the house, you know. That is an embarrassment. So to avoid that, just go buy your food in bulk. Another tip, learn to cook more in the house than eating maybe in the restaurants and maybe ordering food online, you know. Cooking in the house is super cheaper comparing with buying things in the restaurants. For example, in a restaurant, or maybe you are ordering food online, KFC, I think the least amount is, I think, for 50 or 500. Let's call it 500. 500 you have taken for maybe for lunch, just 500. You are earning 10,000. 10,000 minus 500, it is 9,500. Already 500 you have used for lunch. Now, take this lunch for 1 week. How much will you spend? 500 times 5, that is 2,500 out of 10,000. Unabaki na nini? Like you have nothing, and you will not even save anything. But at the end of the day, you will have yourself to blame because you are the one who is spending this money. You are not spending wisely. You are not even able to save. You know, you don't know, you just use the money carelessly. That is the best term I can use. So guys, when you cook in the house, maybe you can decide to be cooking the supper you are cooking. You prepare it, maybe it is rice. You prepare a large amount of food. In the morning you warm that food, put you pack the food properly, then you go with it at your workplace. You take that one as a lunch. But buying each and every time, you will lose yourself. Sometimes you will go broke, you know. Let's save our money. Let's save smartly. Let's budget for our money properly. Let's not waste our money. Another one, avoid lifestyle pressure, my friend. Because your friends are going outside for dinner, for lunch, don't go because they are going. These things you are seeing online, sometimes it is pressure, you know. Some people are going broke just because they want to look rich. You can look at them and say that so and so is rich, or they earn a lot of money, but they are broke. Sometimes maybe they are even taking loans, you know, to sustain their lives, because maybe you are copying lifestyles from other people. The pressure, because so and so is doing this and this, I also have to be in the same shoe with them. I have to buy whatever they are buying. That doesn't make sense. Just focus on yourself. Take the reality from yourself. You said you talk to yourself. It is important to talk to yourself and ask yourself, what am I doing? Is this what I'm trying to do? Is it important? Will it help me in any way? If it is not helping you, guys, just drop it. Do what you can, you know. Buy what you can afford. The sixth point, start a side hustle if you are able to. And I understand most of us we are able to do that. Apart from the job you are doing from maybe 9 to 8 to 5, after 5 you can decide to start selling smokies, eggs, if you can, you know, depending with the your lifestyle or vile umejipanga, you know. You can decide to start maybe running errands for other people on your free days. Maybe weekends you are not working, you can decide on weekends I'll be doing that as a side hustle. I'll be going around knocking the doors, doing the helping people to do their house chores, like maybe cleaning, you know, cleaning of the utensils, cleaning of the entire house, you know, being mama fua if you can. I'm just saying a side hustle that you are able to start. Not necessarily that the side hustle should involve money. Like before you start the side hustle, you need to invest some amount of money. No, like your cleaning, maybe if you offer that services, you don't need any money to start that business. That is what I mean. But you will be doing that for people and earning a small amount of money that might sustain you before the end of the month, or before you get the amount of money next time you are planning, maybe you are thinking of getting. Again, running errands, like people can use you during the weekends. Maybe you can offer the services of going to the market, picking some items and dropping them at their doorsteps. That is the side hustle I'm talking about. They are the side hustles that you can start. And if you want to start such a side hustles, you need to be a trustworthy person, a person who is hardworking, a person who is, you can, let's just say generally, a person that can be trusted. If you want to start that side hustle, build your trust within the people you are working with. Seventh tip is work more and save. By this, we are talking about the people who use matatus to work places. Sometimes I understand some people, what term do I use? Like wanajipenda. There are some people, the working place where they work, you can walk to that place, but you can never walk. You don't want to walk, and at the same time you are broke. You don't have enough money for this transport. You know, I'm not saying you should not take care of yourself. You should not love yourself. Loving yourself is super, super important, as I always tell you. But again, look yourself as you don't have this money and you need this money at the same time. If that place you are going to work, if you can walk, just walk. You know, if you can walk half of the distance and save something, maybe you are coming from, let's say, maybe from town. I understand in the evening there are peak hours, people are going home, and around from 5 going up to I think 7 or 8, that time fare inakuanga juu. So you can decide that me, if I'm coming from town, maybe you are using, let's take an example of Mombasa Road. I will walk up to Nyayo. From Nyayo, maybe from town to, where do I say, Cabanas, it's around 100 bob. So when you walk from town to Nyayo, how much will you save? From Nyayo, maybe to Cabanas, you might pay 50 bob, half of what you are supposed to pay from town, you know? I'm just giving an example. I'm just giving an example. Where you are able to save, take that chance, save. If you are able just to walk the whole of the distance, that distance, you are okay, you are not sick, and your legs are fit, you know, just walk. Save that money. It will help you somewhere else. Another one, reuse and repurpose items. Sometimes, before you buy something new, before you think of buying new item, and you have another one, maybe it has broken or you think it is not working, just try to fix it. Maybe you can fix it and avoid buying the other one. For example, it is just me yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday. From Sunday, my remote has not been working. That remote, when I asked how much they are selling, it was someone told me 1,500. In another place, they told me 2,000. You know, and I was like, now what am I going to do? I have two TVs, so the remote for for the particular TV was not working, and I decided to try to use the other remote for the other TV. Guess what? That remote is working on the other TV. And I had started stressing myself, and I was like, 1,500 for a remote, 2,000 for a remote. I don't know whether I'll do that, but at the end of the day, I was supposed to buy that remote because why not watch? Why not see what the news and see what's happening here and there, you know? But I'm glad, I'm happy that I realized I have another remote for another TV, and I tried to use it. Right now, it is the remote I'm using. Thank God for that wisdom. Oh my goodness. I was thinking about buying another remote and it was not making sense to me, because that remote, it is new, but it is not working. I don't know the problem with it. So it was paining me. Buying another one was a problem. So that was an example of myself. I'm giving you the example of myself. So for you, sometimes some things, we as ladies, we don't have these technical skills mostly. Something can just stop working in the house and you're like, no, this one is broken. It cannot work again, because we don't some most of us, we are not blessed with that technical knowledge. We are there now. You are thinking about buying another one because that one is not working, and it is an important thing in your house. Even a phone, sometimes a phone can just break you. Sometimes you might wake up and your phone is not working. What is the problem? You don't know, and you leave it. At some point it will start again working. That is what I mean. Again, for the something like clothes, instead of buying a new rag outside there, if you have a cloth that you think this one is torn, I can't wear it anymore, so instead of just throwing it, reuse it, make it a rag in your house. That is what we mean by reusing things instead of just going and buying another one. Ninth point, save something no matter how less it is, no matter how small it is. It doesn't matter how much you are earning. Each and every day, each and every time, learn to save. Because sometimes I understand there are some emergencies. You might be just seated like this. Sometimes you are a parent, or maybe you are not a parent, but you have some parents, or you have some siblings, you are siblings, and you get a call. So and so is not feeling well. So and so, they are in hospital. They need being in hospital means you need some money. And at that time, maybe you have zero because you are earning very little. That doesn't mean that you should not be having something, especially for parents. If you are a parent and you are watching me, kindly consider saving each and every time. It doesn't matter. Hata kama ni 20 bob. 20 bob, you save 20 bob. Tomorrow, save again that 20 bob, it will be 40. The next time you are saving, it will be 60. When you save it 5 times, it is 100 bob. It will help you somewhere. Just save. Don't mind how much you are saving, but so long as you are saving something, just save. Just save and save and save. And the last point, live within your means. That's the thing that you are always being told everywhere, each and every time. Avoid pressure. Don't live like your friends. Don't live like your siblings. We are not equally blessed. Each one has their different blessings, and they are blessed in their own ways. What you can afford, maybe I cannot afford. What I can afford, maybe you cannot afford. Just what you can afford, get whatever you can afford. If you can't afford it, leave it. Even maybe sometimes you might be having your friends. I understand sometimes our friends have events, and it is not a must to attend all the events. I'm not saying you should not attend your friends' events. Get me right. But sometimes maybe you are broke. So will you borrow? Will you take a loan just to attend an event? Your friends should also understand you. No matter how rich they are, they should understand you. Sometimes maybe you don't have. Or maybe you have some important things to do more than the event. They should understand, and you also, and in your time when you will need them, if they will be busy, or maybe they will not be available, they don't have something to support you, understand them. That is what we mean by living sorry living within your means. Whatever makes you happy, whatever you think, I can afford this, just go for that. If you can't afford, it's okay. It is better to be broke in peace than to be rich and you are just stressing. You have money, that money you got it from a loan maybe, so that loan must stress you because at some point you have to pay this loan. Maybe at some point you don't have the amount to pay, the amount you're required to pay, you are struggling. That is stressing yourself, and don't stress yourself for things that you cannot do. Do what you can afford, do you. So that's it for today. Guys, let's comment down there which of the 10 points. I have shared 10 smart and strong ways to survive with a little or small salary. So among the 10 points, which one is the one you have chosen, which one is working for you, because out of the 10, I know they cannot work all of them for one person. You must choose one or two or maybe three, four, but there is one point you have felt like, this one, it is for me, this one is talking for me. Which is that one point? Which is it that you have chosen? Which is that point you have said, this is what I'm going to do? I was not doing this, but I will be doing this. Comment down there. So guys, consider also subscribing, liking, sharing, and commenting. Help me grow this channel. Let's grow together, and let's hope one day we'll sit down and celebrate and say, now we have made it. We came from scratch, yeah, and I'm proud and I'm happy for that. From zero, we are building something up to here. I'm just thankful. And what I want to wish you, that you continue supporting me whenever I upload a video. Maybe you have my WhatsApp number. You are my friend on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, each and every platform. Kindly consider